Okay, stress. Stress can really mess you up, and it can take you away from yourself, and it can think for you and control you. Conquer stress. This is kind of like about this is about one's spiritual evolution. Okay, our stress um, is showing us what a special sacred energy is working through to get us to liberation. It's the Kundalini energy. At the base of one's spine is a reservoir of energy, and if we commit to liberating daily and as much as possible, we can liberate, but it takes quite a lot. And when we feel stress, this is its way of um, you know, manifesting. It's its way of getting a bit tired, so I can't get my words. Anyhow, so conquer stress as it arises. Brush it off. As it arises, brush it off before it settles, or it will take hold. So the moment you feel stress, we can't allow it to take hold. Our thinking is going to say this, that, I'm angry, I'm this, take revenge, do that, go mad, go crazy, kick off, right? But it's not going to help you, and the more you think like that, the worse it's going to be. So as quick as possible, the moment that we feel stress, we got to brush it off. Okay, we got to combat it from the moment, because it just takes hold and it kind of snowballs, right? Even if, number two, even if my body reacts with sweating, with high pulse rate, with high blood pressure, panic, right? I control what I think, and I control my actions, right? So, even if we're stressed out, and even if we have means of getting that away from stress or sorting our heads out from stress, right, the body will just react to it, right? No matter what we say to it, it's going to do things, and my body particularly, right? I have a stress-based chronic illness, which means that certain stimulus, stress is going to cause certain reactions. Sweating, high blood pressure, constant, chronic, right? So it's going to do that. It's going to do that, but I think where that I choose where that goes. I choose where that goes in my thinking, right? I can allow it to snowball. I can allow it to go crazy, have a life of its own, and get worse and worse. But I control what I think, so I'm not going to allow it to go off the deep end, right? Have escape plans. Have a little escape plan for tomorrow. Should it be this way, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to get out, I'm going to take my time, Be aware that we can often, have ways out or ways of getting the breather, taking time, all that good stuff. We're on top of this. We've always had the capacity to cure ourselves and help ourselves from the beginning. It's just we forgot. So let's remember. Number 3, go on a little holiday. Go on a little holiday inside if you have to, right? And but go on holidays as well, right? Get away, take some time for yourself, nurture yourself. But mentally, this is skipping to the number 6, I think the last one, a little bit, but a little teaser is meditation, right? We need to meditate, get used to meditating in that stress situation. As a part of number 3, you need to go on holiday. Part of that is meditation. Like, if we can meditate in a stressful situation, then we've basically cracked it, because we can accommodate once we meditate. Meditation is a means of accommodation, and then we can relax, and then we relax into it, and then we accommodate it, and then the noise and the stress now becomes background noise. Stress no longer has any meaning. Now we've turned the worst scenario into just part of our liberation, right? Into a background noise. So a little mental holiday could also be like sitting by water in your mind, the splashing of water. That's always the best for me, man. Something about splashing water. Spend time in your conscious life near and around water, so that you store a lot of what that's like in your mind. And it's think of waterfalls, think of running water, splashing water, rivers, streams. Go to these natural places too in your life. Look at them, check them out. You know, and have a store of things that you can mentally kind of go to. But water, running water, something about that. Or flying. You're flying with crows, you're flying with eagles, flying with the condor. El condor pasa. El condor de la sol. Yeah, so we are accommodating these things and we're winning. We won, okay? You are winning. You have won. So peace and enjoy it. Enjoy this moment, because you're finding your feet here in the world of worldly things. It's hard to take if you're a certain sort. It's hard to take anyway, isn't it? So here's to your liberation. Number 4. With each new stress, because that's the one thing, right? Stress can build up and build up, and it's never one thing that's pushes us over the edge, right? It's like the fact that we were accommodating 3 stresses and now another stress comes up and another stress comes up, right? That's hard, right? So we have to consider each stress as a new thing, right? We have to separate it from the concept that it's like all one big thing. Oh man, I've had such a tough life, and this happened this year, and that happened last year, and this week, and da-da-da, and this person failed me, this person screwed me, this person da-da-da. I can't find refuge in no one, da-da-da. Find refuge only in yourself. That's what the Buddha said. And he had a few ideas. Anyway, so number 4 was, with each new stress, we uncover happiness, okay? We are getting closer and closer to happiness. It's not stress. So be happy. It feels stressful. Your body's saying stress, react, all this, right? We'll react and call it happiness instead. We're reforming it. We're transmuting it. This happiness is because at the end we're going to accommodate it all. It's known that in the end it's going to be accommodated. Everything, every noise, every stress, everything in the past, you've accommodated. The body just does it. The brain does it. Okay, you can flip and accommodate anything, because that's what the brain does. It's an accommodation machine. All right, so be happy, okay? And then it becomes like, well, I seek that stress almost. I wish it, because it's the happy place, man. It's the new happy place, because I know that in the end I accommodate it, and it's not even a problem anymore. And what was a huge problem is now background noise. It's not even a thing. It's not even a thing no more. And I know that I'm going to get to where I need to get. And it's all going to be blessed. I know this. And you must know it in you too. Otherwise it's not going to happen. Believe it. Know it. So it's just a waiting game. So just think some nice things until your body turns the stimulus into static noise. Right? Some static noise you won't react to. It's just a waiting game. Sooner or later you're going to accommodate it, right? Like a cat sitting on a bass speaker. I used to have a mate with a cat, and it always used to sit on the bass speaker sleeping. I'm thinking, how could it do that, right? How could it do that? The mind accommodates everything. Right, number 5. Plan and preempt, man. Have a little escape plan, right? And have some food easy to hand, so you don't find yourself becoming hyperglycemic and start spinning out, start like overreacting. Make sure that you're getting good calories, keeping yourself topped up. All right. Nurture yourself, but preempt day trips. The next town on the bus or train. Out in your town, just go out to your park, go out, but preempt, have some things, say to yourself, I know it's going to be stressful tomorrow, so I'm going to preempt it, and have something, perhaps it's unavoidable, so, you're going to preempt it and have protections, you're going to have things to look forward to at the end of the day, you're going to have, okay, be clever about it. We have to be very clever about it. Can't just allow bad stuff to accumulate, you know, badness, this stress and stuff, right? Getting out of your situation, that's preemption, right? Getting out, getting a new place, getting new digs, you know, get out, you know, that's what it means. And ultimately, you know, when we have happiness, going back to number 4, when we have happiness, if something, you know, if we're accommodating all this stuff, then the stressor will run out of energy before we do. And that's the ultimate thing, right? The stressor's going to run out of energy before we do, because we can subsist. We've just turned this erosion into food. There's no ablation, we're not, you know, our surface isn't being destroyed, melted away, burnt away, right? We're meditate so that our solace is maintained. Realize it's the Kundalini awakening which exposes the stress, right? When we can accommodate these stress, we can accommodate everything. I mean, this is probably one of the final, one of the last processes of liberate before we liberate, because when we can accommodate stresses, when we can accommodate things that we feel like you know, swallowing us up, then we can accommodate anything, right? What's worse than stress? Stress leads to basically everything else, or it leads to a lot of dumb behavior and thinking that controls us, right? We're not thinking, we're not operating independently when we're stressed. Stress is thinking for us. It's the body, it's the animal mind operating for us on kind of autopilot. That's what stress does. So this is proof that we near a total awakening, and the evolution of the mind, of the emotional evolution nears, right? We are in the process of that. And so to recap, smile, always smile, right? When you face adversity, smile. When you face anything, smile. When you meditate, smile, right? Until it passes, be happy, because you know it's going to be better. Meditate to accommodate. Distract with a mental holiday or with a physical holiday. Plan ahead and ultimately win, right? Peace. I hope that helps with stress. We're going to turn this stressful time into a kind of mechanism of awakening and liberation, and such is our power to turn the hardest rock in our life, the hardest thing, into the liberating thing, the worst thing into the best. Okay, such is our power. We can do that with every little thing and with every big thing, and we accommodate so much, and we grow, and we're always growing. There is no death, there is only growth and life and love. Peace.